Time is 7:01. I call the February 18th meeting of the Village of Suffern Planning Board to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. We are going to skip to item number 4 on the agenda. It's Orange and Rockland Utilities. 3 Pat Malone Drive, real storage yard. My understanding is you're going to do a brief presentation and there are issues that need to be addressed.
Yep.
Okay.
So good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, council. My name is Lino Sciaretta, partner with the law firm Blakely, Platt and Schmidt in Pearl River, New York. With me this evening, I have Steve Napolitano from S&S Engineering, also representatives here from Orange and Rockland as well. So basically we're here tonight. This is on 3 Pat Malone Drive. This is a site that's been owned by Orange and Rockland for decades. What we're proposing to do at this site is really to build a 920 square foot storage building, and it's going to be used to store electrical reels. So this site is not an emergency site, meaning that it's not going to be used through the night. It's simply going to be used during normal business hours. So when crews come in, they go pick up a reel, they go out, do their job, and then come back. In terms of, what's going to be, the site's not going to be manned, so it's not a manned site in terms of traffic. In terms of deliveries of reels, you'll probably get, I believe, if there's any questions, I'll confirm with O&R, but 1 tractor trailer, I think per year, is that it? Or two per year at the site for deliveries. That's the largest tractor trailer truck you'll see. You'll see it twice a year at the max. Without further ado, we don't need any variances for this project, but I did confer with Mr. Magrino. I know we do need a special permit from the village board, which we will apply to the village board. So I know we're here tonight just to give you an overview. We had to come back here, we understand that, but to the extent you have any questions tonight and we can address any issues now before we go to the village board, that'll be great, and we'd love to hear your feedback. Again, it's a storage facility, it's in the M zone. It's permitted use as a public utility, and like I said, it's been owned by a utility company for decades. Without further ado, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, I'm going to turn it over to Steve Napolitano just to give you a high-level overview of the site plan.
Sure.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Let's get
Can
started.
you hear me?
Yeah, you got to speak to the mic, please.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Napolitano. I'm a principal with S&S Architects and Engineers, licensed engineer in the state of New York, New Jersey, and 19 other states. I have been a professional engineer for about 30 years and have testified before many boards during my work time. Briefly discussing the site. The site is located...
Sir?
Yes.
You have to speak into the microphone. We could move the chart. Maybe move it back right behind you so you can point at it while you're at the microphone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a little flimsy. Sure. To get one that's not an Amazon one. It was a
Thank
quick
you.
because our other one broke. The site is located off of Ramapo Avenue in Suffern. Existing railroad tracks are to the east. The Ramapo River, well further down, is to the west and to the north. The site is currently unoccupied. It is completely a grassed property at this time. The proposal is to add a driveway coming into the site, a bituminous driveway to house electric reels that would be stored on site. There's a 1-story storage building that will accommodate 1 forklift truck. Twice per year, the flatbed would come in and deliver reels. And every other week, a smaller truck would take the reels off-site to wherever they need to be utilized throughout the Orange and Rockland service area. So there might be 26 trips per year, once every 2 weeks to pick up There'll be a forklift truck in here to assist with that, and some lighting inside the building. We have some site lighting proposed for the property. We've provided a bituminous pavement. We designed the stormwater management to the 100-year storm. We designed an underground detention system in which, based on the geotechnical report that we have, which is included in the stormwater management calculations, will allow the 100-year storm to be 100% fully infiltrated into the ground. There'll be no outflow from this site anywhere for stormwater. It would seep into the ground. It would percolate into the ground. There are no toilets here, there's no bathrooms, there's no sanitary, so the only utilities would be storm drains and some site lighting. This drawing shows some soil erosion sediment control. We're encapsulating the entire development with silt fence and a silt fence, as well as a stockpile location and a construction pad. The site is located in the M zone. Taking a look at the bulk schedule, the site is just over 1 acre. This development is less than a half an acre. The maximum development in the M zone is 50%. We're proposing 46.9%, which is about 20,500 square feet, less than a half an acre. This one-story building is 27 feet 3 inches on 28 feet, why don't we say, 28 feet. We're raising the finished floor of this 2 feet above flood elevation. There is a flood elevation along within the site. We're staying away from that, so our development is staying away from that. And we meet all the setback requirements: side yard, rear yard, front yard.
I may have said this earlier, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, no variances for the project are required.
And no variances for this project.
Along those lines, before you go further, the building inspector mentioned about the impervious surface. Is there anything there now, or it's completely grass?
Today it's grass.
Okay.
Years, to give you a little history, this property was and is owned by Orange and Rockland.
Right.
This site was once developed to 100% impervious.
Okay.
There was a facility before my time. There was a facility on here, and they operated. I'm not sure what part of Orange and Rockland operated here, but this whole site was completely impervious. And actually, there's a site adjacent to that's owned by, believe it or not, New Jersey State, that Orange and Rockland also occupied as well, up a little north of the sheet.
All right, because he was asking for the calculations because he wasn't sure, maybe based on his review of the plans, because I think you said it was like 46%?
46.9%, yes.
Okay, so it's kind of close. So I guess maybe even call him, or or if there's a way you could show the calculations to him so that he knows.
Which calculations?
What's that?
The stormwater.
So how you got the 46% coverage?
Oh yeah. I mean, we can certainly, we could break it down to pavement and building.
Right.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. And then whatever's
I think
left
that would be
over
helpful
graph.
for him.
We can provide that table. Sure.
Yeah. And then the only other thing, Mr. Shredder, you and I were talking about use. You may have been thinking, because a permitted use here is warehousing, so you may have thought it was warehousing. I guess an argument can be made, but when there's something there that literally says public utility buildings, I think that trumps it.
Yeah, we are a public utility, and we've owned it for decades. So yes, it is a public utility. It's utilizing it.
And it's a building, so.
Right, it's a building. But when you think, when I read that provision of the code, like I was saying, when I think public utility building, I'm looking at substations, transformers, switchgear. Yeah. Right. So
I think it's just a matter of procedure. I don't
that's
anticipate it being an issue, but
yeah.
I just wanted to put that out.
Whatever works for the board, and like I said, if we have to go to village board for special permit, that's what we'll do.
Right. So I think, and what typically is, it would start at the village board. They'd refer it to this board for any comments, and then it would come for site plan. So, and it would probably come here for seeker as well.
That's basically, that's basically the gist of the project. There's not more to it than that. We are removing a few trees that are planted on the property. Our proposal is to replant those trees to the same amount along the perimeter, also shown on our site plans. So the existing trees that are planted there are shown with these X's. And in order to replace those, we're proposing those same type of trees to be planted along the perimeter of the development.
And just on secret, Rob, just, you may want to look at, we could talk about it, but there might be an argument to be made, given like the level of disturbance here, might be a type 2, so.
Could be, yeah.
So I looked at it, but again, we'll confirm that with the board and you.
Right, but, you know, even that determination, the village board typically.
Right,
asks
they'll
this
make that
board
call.
to
Yep,
do that.
understood.
Just procedure, that's all.
You're getting a sneak peek before the village board, so.
It's good. Anybody have any questions or concerns or anything else at this point? Because, I mean, we're really not doing anything until the village board looks at it. Well, my thing, I just want to clarify, so 2 deliveries a year, and what is it generally, like Monday to Friday, where they're picking up reels?
They would be picking up reels once every 2 weeks between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Okay. Weekends or, okay, that's good. It's only because there's, you know, kids there on the week. That's my only, I didn't think so, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, and that's why when I stated earlier, Mr. Chairman, it's not an emergency type of site where it's 24/7 on call. This is not that type of site, it's strictly during business hours.
Okay. Nobody else has any questions or comments?
They have these memos.
And do you have the memos from the village?
I do.
Okay,
I have one memo.
Which
all right.
one?
I have a memo dated February 17th from Charles Cioffi.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have the memos from the building department?
From early on,
From the 12th and the 13th? I sent them to Alyssa, whoever
Yeah.
Alyssa is. I sent them to her, but if you want a copy of them.
look, man,
Sure,
May I approach?
absolutely. All right, so the O and R people don't have anything to say? No?
They are our folks that are right here.
No, I know, I just want to make sure. I mean, they're awful quiet back there, you know. Like, put them on the spot. You're okay? All right, I want to make sure everybody gets heard. Okay, and I guess this is sort of a rendering of what the building's going to look like here? All right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, trying to get it all out there.
Good evening. My name is Robert Nocella. I'm a partner with S&S Architects and Engineers. I'm an architect since 2001. I'd just like to briefly show you what the building on site is. Stephen talked through the site plan, but the building, again, it's a roughly 920 square foot metal insulated storage building. It has a roll-up door to house the forklift that's going to be used periodically as they come and go on the site. And need to
Are you talking to the mic, please?
It has a forklift that'll be used on when deliveries are made and pickups are made by Orange and Rockland. But the storage building's just sized basically big enough for the forklift. There's some storage shelves and some hanging for equipment and stuff like that.
Okay. Anybody, any questions? No? Okay, I think so. We'll see you after you talk to the village board.
thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're
Have a good
welcome.
evening.
Thank you so much.
Okay, item number 158 to 160 Wayne Avenue multifamily project. We're going to adjourn or continue the public hearing. We're adjourning it to the March meeting. Do I need a?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Halper, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Van Sickle, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Number 2, Suffern WA LLC, 37 Washington Avenue. We're going to adjourn that to the March meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Byrne, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Halper, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Number 3, 14 Wayne Avenue, the site plan application adjourned to the March meeting. Do we have a motion? I'll make the motion. Mr. Van Sickle, do we have a second? Second. Mr. Halper, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carried. Oh, was it Byrne? Okay.
Was, yeah.
Sorry about
I'll
that.
take full credit for that.
There you go.
We're giving it to Vern.
Any miscellaneous?
Nope.
No. Any old business or new business? Nope. All right, schedule the meeting for March to the 18th. I believe Bonnie can attend that meeting, is that correct?
She indicated that in the email, so I let her know. If she knew it in advance, I sent an email
Okay.
tonight to let her know.
Okay, so we will, do we have a motion to schedule the March meeting, March 18th, 7 PM?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Halper, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Van Sickle, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Hold on one sec. Rob, there was something that came in about the CDRC. Ira sent an email. Is this
I'm
gonna
going
take place in
no,
it, or-
I'm going to speak to Ira, yes. What the intention would be to have Bonnie come on that
On that
meeting and
Okay.
discuss it.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Is that Mr. Byrne or Mr.?
Mr.
Mr. Byrne, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Mr. Halper, all in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries, meeting is adjourned.